Let me first start with this. What you believe is your identity. Identity does not necessarily mean your name, but your identity is what you are made of. Some have different identities, and everybody gets confused. I remember when I first came to this country, applied for my national insurance, and they asked me to bring my passports and my pay slips. And my passport reads Olubenga Falodu, but my pay slip reads Benga Falodu. And the lady who attended to me says, these are two different personalities according to law. He says, my payslip must reflect whom I am. So I had to go back to the HR and they have to change my name from Benga Falodu to Olubenga Falodu. So at times, when we have different belief system, today this is it, tomorrow this is that, today day after that's that, it's confusing. As it is in the physical, so it is in the spirit. They get confused. Recently I was reading a newspaper from the country where I originally come from. The guy contested for a position of deputy governor, and he had a different name in primary school, another different name in secondary school, another different name in the university. So they said, no, this is one has to be others are, one or two or three of them must be fictitious. And so he won the popular votes, but they nullified the election because they believe he has forged or he's deceitful. Why? Because of different identities. It's very confusing. So it is in the realm of the spirit. In Matthew chapter 16, Jesus Christ speaking, he says, whom do people say I am? And everybody started answering, you are Judah, you are Elijah, you are a prophet, you are this. And now ask them, who do you say I am? What's my identity? And Peter said, you are Jesus, you are Christ, the Son of the living God. And Jesus said, flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my Father who is in heaven. Christ is what the church is built on. That's what Christ means. Not necessarily the name, what Christ stands for. That's the church identity. Any church that cannot be identified with Christ is not a church of the living God. What Christ stands for, he said, and I will build my church. The gate of hell shall not prevail. I will build my church. That means Christ is, or anyone who stands for Christ are overcomers. That's our identity. We are overcomers of devil and his squads. In 1 John chapter 5 verse 4, whatsoever is born of God overcomes the world. This is the victory that overcomes the world, even our faith. So the church identity is to believe in what Christ came for, stand for, and pursue. That's the identity of the church. And so, what I'm saying is our belief system is our identity. Your belief system is your identity. Your belief is what people will identify you with. Every company, every organization, they have what we call vision. That means what they want to become. And they have mission, how to get the vision done. And they have goals, what they want to achieve. That is the company identity. So if you want to transact a business with any organization, you look at their vision and their mission statement and their goals. Does it align with you? The same thing goes with the church. The same thing goes for every organization. That is their identity. Their belief system reveals, because that's what they think they are. That's what they are selling. That's what they are projecting to the world. This is whom we are. Not just necessarily the name, what they are doing. In Luke chapter 4 verse 18, Jesus Christ speaking. He said, the Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, because he has anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, preach deliverance to the captive, recovery of sight to the blind, and to set at liberty them that are bruised, to preach the acceptable year of the Lord. And the Bible says he closed the book. That was a mission. That was a vision. That was a mission statement of Jesus. Can I hear you? Amen. Somebody could easily say that statement represents the brand that you belong to. There's nothing wrong with branding. Branding is not carnal. Branding simply means who you want people to know you for. This, what you represent. That's what branding is. And Jesus Christ said, by their fruits we shall know. What you represent in Christ Jesus, whom you are in Christ Jesus. And so when we're talking about our belief system, we are talking about our identity. Whom you are in Christ. And so it's so important for us to understand that before the fruit is the root. You can cut off the root. You can cut off the branches, the fruits. What happens is that tree will still come back to life because the root has not been dealt with. The root has not been dealt with. But if you cut the root, it's over. Our belief system is the root. Many people try to change people from outside. Those are cosmetic. You can't change people from outside. They can try, they can make promises. They can only be changed from inside. That's the root, that's the belief system. That's the belief, that's whom they are. I might make a lot of promises. Listen to me, it won't amount to anything, but what is inside? What is inside? The belief system, which is eating. And any company, it's the real core of the company, it is mission, it is vision. That's it. What is inside? And that's why the Bible speaking, he said, what goes inside does not defile, it's what comes out. For out of the abundance of heart, the mouth speaketh. When you discover whom you are in Christ, then you'll be able to know what you are not. If you discover whom you are, then you know what you are not. Many people don't know what they are not because they can't identify whom they are. It's our belief system that produce fruits. In Luke chapter 13, Jesus Christ speaking, he said, depart from me, you workers of iniquity, I know you not. Why did he say that? He says that because he says their heart is wicked. It's the heart, their belief. He's not looking, but God doesn't look at outward. He looks inside. He doesn't determine or judge or do anything based on outward appearance. He looks inside. That's whom you are. You are what is inside. Outside is cosmetic. He said, many people say, I know you. He said, I know you not. He said, you woke up iniquity because it's your heart. Out of the abundance of heart, the mouth speaks.